I'm going to ask you some questions about it now. Before I do, I understand you'd like to say a few words.
Yes. I want to say, I'll start by saying how deeply sorry I am to the sub-postmasters, sub-postmistresses and post office employees for the anguish and suffering that you and your families have had to endure. I know that for many people here and for many of you, this has come far too late, but I hope that the evidence that I can give today will help get to the heart of what has happened. And in so doing, I hope that will stop something like this from ever happening again. So that would be principally from those involved in the network, fellow members of the executive committee.
Could you name names, please?
The names, I can't, I'm afraid, recall the names of everybody there. Kevin Gilliand would have been one. Angela van der Aujard would have been another. And they're probably the two principal ones, I think. That
Going back to your knowledge of criminal law, we've said that you were aware that, I'm just going to say post office, even though there was a split. You were aware that post office had brought private prosecutions in the past?
I was aware, in a general sense, of the prosecutions being brought. Again, as I say in my witness statement, I was very surprised, very, very surprised, when I discovered it was done as part of a general power for any corporation or individual to bring prosecutions.
Could you just summarise what the difference of opinion was between ExCo and Paula Vennells?
So my recollection is that the ExCo were in favour of ceasing prosecutions entirely, but when the matter was discussed, when that proposition was discussed at the committee, Paula interjected or made the comment that Proposition D, to cease everything entirely, should not be taken as what I'd intended it to be, never bring prosecutions, but rather there should be limited prosecutorial activity, and the Post Office should continue to take some prosecutions.
Did that include prosecutions relying on Horizon data?
I don't believe it was specific at the time.
Did she say what her basis was for that difference?
No, I'm afraid I've got no recollection of that meeting other than limited recollection of that comment.